Hello, students. Please welcome Dr. Aarushi. She has achieved an amazing rank 8 in INI-CET, which is a dream come true. She belongs to the Maulana Azad Medical College, New Delhi. Welcome, Dr. Aarushi, and congratulations from the entire team of Marrow and from all our viewers. What is the feeling right now? I mean, like it's
Hello,
a
ma'am, and
Diwali.
thank
Yes.
you for having me. Thank you for having me today. And I don't know, it hasn't sunk in yet, and I'm still like processing the information. I mean, I'm just ecstatic right now.
It is just the Diwali Eve, and Dr. Aarushi has lots of family and friends at home, so we are not going to steal her for very long. So quickly, we are going to just take the tips from her, which are going to help rest of our students to achieve the same goal that she has achieved. So, Dr. Aarushi, how was the last minute change in INI-CT? How did it affect you? Were you very scared? Did you panic? How did you go about it? Because every year we see that last moment there is definitely something new coming up.
Yeah. So when I wasn't that disturbed by the news. I just had to I like processed it in a mature way, I think, and I just thought, what now? So I just planned how I'll approach my exam. So I just changed how I used to attempt my questions. That is what changed. So I used to go through all the questions before and come back to the ones I had like kept for review, but now that wasn't the case, so I just changed that, and I was just okay with it. I think I was in a bit of a shock for a while, but I think I was okay with it in like 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, so before the exam, you were quite calm and you were very sure that yes, you are going to do well. You know, that is, I saw that your performance in the last exams also was in the last INI set mock was also very good. It was 12th rank, you know. So I think all that also gives you a lot of confidence that yes, whatever changes there is for everybody and I'm going to cope well with it.
Yeah, yes,
So
definitely.
Dr. Arushi has been a Plan C user. Dr. Arushi, please walk us through your journey. When did you start planning? When did you start seeing the videos? What was the time that you took Marrow?
Uh, I uh, I I was a Plan C user throughout, and I first bought Marrow in my fourth semester, and I didn't use it very seriously in my second year, but I started using it in my third year. So yeah, I did my third. There was lockdown during my third year, so we didn't study a lot. So I just did my third year subjects. I started with my third year subjects in Marrow, and I completed them first in my third year itself. And I completed one or two subjects of my final year also during my third year. But the rest of the subjects I completed in my final year only. So I did my final year in my final year itself, and. And in my internship, we have a very hectic internship, so I didn't really study a lot, and I wanted to give my 100% to the exam, so I thought I would work hard after my internship. So the first and second year subjects I did after the last INI, and then I did, like, I revised everything, and I gave this one after preparing for 5 months.
Great, great. So you could watch almost all the videos of Marrow because you started quite early, right?
Yeah, that helped. Starting in my third year helped a lot. Yeah.
So if I ask you, can you name a few of your favorite faculties?
I loved studying medicine from Dr. Rakesh, and like he's amazing. I just I love his content, the way he puts it across, and the way he makes you fall in love with the subject of medicine. I really admire how he teaches. So, and I I think everyone at Marrow is amazing, and Dr. Abbas sir and Dr. Rohan Khandelwal sir and you for ENT, and Dr. Shivika for microbiology. I on off the top of my head.
Great, good. So while you were watching your videos, did you make your own notes or Marrow notes?
um, I used Marrow notes, the printed notes.
Okay. So did you compile everything in one notes and was that your main source of revision later on?
Yeah, I did my third, like I said I did my third year and my fourth year. I made those notes, and later on I just put in more information in those notes, and I used to refer all those notes only till the end of my preparation. And for the first and second year also, all the notes that I made during my preparation, I referred to them only. So I had by the end of August I had all 19 subjects, like I had notes for all of them.
Okay. And did you do the question bank along with the subjects also? Along with the videos, did you finish those questions of those subjects also?
Yes, I used to do question bank in my third and final year also. So I did those subjects only then, and the rest of the subjects I did after my internship.
So did you use the bookmark feature to bookmark the incorrect or whatever you were not sure of?
Yeah, I used to bookmark, and I used to bookmark like 60% of the questions. I bookmarked the entire question bank of Marrow.
So could you go back to it then?
I really didn't go back to it. I
Okay.
used to I knew which topics I wanted to view again. So I used to open those particular question banks and see the starred ones, but I didn't review the question bank as a whole. So I knew I was marking a lot. I was bookmarking a lot, so I might not be able to revise them in the end. So whatever I learned from question bank, whatever new information I gained from question bank, I used to add to my notes or to whatever source I wanted to refer to later on, so that I have a place where everything is there.
Yeah, so maybe because of that, you did not like to want to go to the bookmark again because you knew that everything that you were making a mistake, you have already compiled it uh, in your
Yeah,
notes.
yeah. I
Yeah.
wanted to refer to only one thing in the end.
One source, yes, because the
Yeah,
more number of times you view the same thing, the more photographic memory, and you exactly know that yes, from this line on this page, this thing
definitely.
is there. Good. And can you also tell us, because in Marrow we have many features, we have schema, we have pearls, we have so many features. So did you use them? Because many of our students do not exactly know what the features are, and if they know also, they do not know how they can use it to the best. So if you have used some features which can benefit the students, and how?
Yeah, I used to use the custom module a lot. So that is one thing that is amazing, I feel. And you can really study a lot, like if you use the right tags, and if you know what you want to like read, and what you want to like practice the question bank, like how you want to practice the question bank. So you like during my end, like the last 2 months, I just used the custom module for most of my question bank like practice. So I use the tags. So there is that is one thing that you can do, and then there are pearls. So sometimes when you don't feel like studying a subject, I used to open the pearls of that subject and read the tables, and snippets of knowledge from that subject and important topics. So that helped. And I used to just search in random words like classification. So all the classifications from all the subjects, all 19 subjects used to pop up, and I used to open them randomly and like just go through them. I used to like write HIV. So whatever pearls related to HIV used to come, I used to read that. Just like I used to use it that way. Yeah, that's it.
Dr. Arushi said that you can use the custom modules if you know how to use it correctly. If you know the right tags. So what were the tags that you were using?
I kept it to the minimum. Like I used to use the AIMS tag and the recent updates tag. That's it. And but in the end, initially I used to like practice the clinical questions. Also, I used to use the clinical tag because a lot is now clinical in our exams. Yeah, pretty much it.
And do you think that going to internship and attending internship in your giving whole attention to your internship helped you in your exams?
Definitely. One of my like conscious decisions was to like give my 100% to my internship. And like in our hospital, it's very hectic. The case, like the patient load is a lot. So I just wanted to go to the hospital and learn. And I really didn't think about preparing for the exam during my internship. I wanted to give uh, all my time, like wholeheartedly. I wanted to prepare after my internship because I wanted to give it my best.
So
So
what was your rank during the first time, like during the internship when you gave your exam? What was your rank, NEET as well as INI-CET that time?
My NEET rank was 13,000, and my last INI rank was somewhere around 7,000.
Wow. So it is such a nice inspiration for all our students that from 13,000 and from 7,000, you can reach a one digit number in INI-SAT. This is really a great achievement. And if Dr. Arushi has done it, I'm sure all of you can also do it. Yes. So when did you start giving your GTs?
Uh, After my last INI, I started preparing seriously. So I started giving GTs in May, this May.
Okay. So how was your performance in the earlier GTs? Did it improve when you
So
were?
my first GT, I just gave it like that. I hadn't started preparing. Uh, yeah, and I found out what important topics were there to consider studying in the subsequent, like, my revision. So yeah, it definitely improved. Like, giving GTs helped, and critically analyzing what you did wrong in your GT helped a lot. So like, revising your GT and like studying your mistakes and like working on them, that is how I improved, and I like consistently did better in my GPs.
So did you review your GTs the same day or maybe little by little the same week?
I used to like take a GT day. So I used to give the GT in the morning and review it at night. So that was a GT day.
So throughout the day, you used to finish all the questions of the GT or only the ones which you were not sure and you had marked, or maybe which was incorrect you had marked, like only those which you were unsure and incorrect, or everything you used to review?
Um, First, I used to review the ones I did wrong, and then I used to review the guessed wrong and then the guessed right. So those were the priorities. So the questions I had guessed and the questions I had gotten wrong, those were like the main priority. And then if I felt like, I used to just flip through the ones I had done like correct, and if I wanted to read the explanation, I felt like there was more to it, and like I knew this one, but there was more to the topic that I wanted to know. I used to study those, and I just used to uh, do a cursory reading of the ones I had gotten correct.
So did the GTs also give you an idea what were the important topics and what you needed to focus more on?
Definitely. I think from GTs only I learned what areas were important, what to focus on. Because in MBBS, you read everything, and your professional exams also are like held in a certain way that it is very college specific. So you never pay attention to those topics which are very like important for the point of view of our exams. So giving GT like put me in the right direction, basically, like what to focus on and what to leave.
So by the end of your internship, you had done almost all the videos, you were through with your notes and you were compiling everything in one place so that your revision becomes easy, and you were doing all the question bank also of that particular topic which you were doing videos and notes at the same time, right? And
Yeah.
then you started giving GTs also. That was, I think, at the end of your internship. Okay, so Dr. Arushi, when did you start your first revision and how much time did you take for the first revision?
I started my first revision in the month of August, and I completed it by the end of September. So it took approximately 2 months. And then I started my second revision in October, and I had to pretty much rush through it because I had very little time. So by the end of I think 20th October, I just rushed through my second revision, if you can call it that, and then the last 15 days I revised everything again.
Okay, so your first revision was 2 months and then 20 days and maybe again 15 days more.
Yeah.
And in this revision, were you doing only your notes or you were doing the questions also? And if you were doing the questions, because in such little time, if you have to do the notes also, questions also. So how were you doing the questions? Like were you using custom modules? Like how can the students just finish everything in 2 months and then 20 days and then again 15 days?
I had compiled a lot of my subjects into like short, few pages long, like the small subjects. So that made it easier. And I did my question bank. Like I used to make the custom modules in my revision. So that is how I did it. I used to make custom modules and I used to revise from my notes. So
Did
the two.
you also use the revision videos for revision?
Yeah, I completed a few of my subjects from revision notes itself because I didn't have first and second year notes with me when I started preparing. So a lot of those subjects I covered from my revision notes, from the revision videos, and I did the question bank and I revised the question bank.
So, were you expecting this rank?
I really wasn't pinning all my hopes on this exam because it is very unpredictable. But I was performing well by the end of it, so I don't know. I really didn't give it much thought till now.
Yes, but you were very confident that yes, I have been getting a very good rank in all the GTs. So we always see that the GT rank is very much close to the real rank. So uh, yes, very
Yeah.
good, wonderful. Yes. So Dr. Arushi, if you want to give your juniors some quick tips for preparation and something which can make them go on with the same enthusiasm as they started on the first day.
Uh, I think for the ones doing their MBBS right now, I would really like to focus on the fact that there is no replacement for textbooks. You have to like build up your concepts, and you have to. There is no shortcut to it. Like you should definitely read textbooks. You should definitely go to your postings. You should definitely see what your college has to offer first of all, because my first and second year subjects, even though I hadn't studied them from the point of view of an entrance exam, I had read the textbooks. So I like it made it easier for me to revise those concepts again, and it is all about building up concepts. So that is my first and foremost advice. And then I would just like to say that be consistent and do whatever feels right. Like whatever feels right for you. So you need to see what is out there. There are videos and there are notes, and whatever works best for you, it can be utilized to the maximum potential, and you can make the best of it. So you and don't compare yourself with others. Like just focus on improving your score. uh, like studying your mistakes, focusing on what you did wrong, rather than like thinking about others. And I know it is very tough, it is not easy, but can get a great rank, and I did that too. So don't give up and keep working hard. There is no shortcut, you have to work hard. And yeah, you just keep building upon your concepts and revise.
Wonderful. That was such a beautiful message, Dr. Arushi. And all the students, yes, please follow what she has said because you can also be here where she is today. So, thank you so much, Dr. Arushi, and have a wonderful Diwali and
Thank you so much for having
lots
me.
of love from all of us.
Thank you so much, and happy Diwali to you too.